Next, it is my honor to call upon Miss Yenny Wahid, the director of Wahid Foundations, to deliver her special address discussing about how women's empowerment, economic influence, and sustainable peace highlights the invaluable contributions of women as catalysts for change and also powerful agents for peace. Miss Yenny Wahid, the stage is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to all the ladies and some brave gentlemen who are also here. Your Excellency Ibu Diah Prihapsari, Chairwoman of ASEAN Women Entrepreneurs Network, or AWEN. Your Excellency Helen Wong, Managing Partner at AC Ventures. Your Excellency Madam Maria Luis Araneta Marcos, First Lady of the Philippines, who delivered her remarks through the video. His Excellency Bapak Emre Arsyad Rashid, Chair of the Asian Business Advisory Council. The Honorable Laksmi Denev Swadana, Putri Indonesia. All the honorable delegates, Ibu Dewi, all of the ladies, Bu Giwo, Ibu Melanie, many ladies who I haven't met for a while, but always treasure the moment that I meet them. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the Asian Business Council for having me here to tell a story about an initiative that we do at the Wahid Foundation. This is an initiative that tries to empower women and treat women as the main actor of development in the society. So allow me to just talk a little bit about the Wahid Foundation's Peace Village initiative. But before that, I would like to just tell you a little bit about the Wahid Foundation, for those of you who are not familiar with the foundation. The Wahid Foundation is a foundation that aims to advance the values of humanity that was espoused by my late father, former President Abdurrahman Wahid, to create a better world. And one of the core issues of the foundation is that we are committed to strengthen women, to strengthen youth, and also to strengthen communities across different religions, ethnicities, to build a tolerant, inclusive, and just society. We have been conducting a lot of impactful programs and initiatives, and the Peace Village initiative is designed to put women and communities and youth at the core of societal development. We started the Peace Village initiative back in 2013 in a small scale with a simple idea that grassroots women could play an important role in increasing communities' welfare and cohesion, provided that they're given access to networks, to skills, and also adequate social supports. Since then, year by year, our initiative grew and attracted many supporters. Peace Village has been supported by numerous entities from government, international bodies, embassies, and also private companies. And in 2017, we gained a significant support from the UN Women that enabled us to expand our program to many villages. As of now, the Peace Village initiative works in around 30 villages across 5 provinces in Indonesia, and has been reaching around almost 500,000 of populations, supporting around 15,000 women-led community groups, and facilitating hundreds of women as agents of peace. So the question is, what are the main ingredients of Peace Village initiative? How is it connected with the idea of tolerance and peace? So we understand peace and tolerance as something that should not be taken for granted. Peace and tolerance is created and recreated by our society through continuous action and also through interactions. Social conflicts occur not because of religious, ethnicity, and language differences, or even difference in political leaning. It is triggered by a collective feeling of being sidelined, by being marginalized, or even abandoned, the feeling of being left behind. Therefore, at the Peace Village Initiative, we approach this issue holistically. We employ a well-crafted method combining of 4 different vital components in trying to build enduring peace and resilience in the community. The first one is economic empowerment. The second one is peace-building social mechanism. The third one is women empowerment. And the fourth one is sustainable environment. We do this in a very localized way. We try to respect the local cultures and even use the village traditions as a source of strength. We start by establishing women's groups and support them with microfinancing and also entrepreneurship schemes. We train our beneficiaries with financial literacy, with business skills, training on marketing, on production, on food hygiene, on labeling, packaging, and many times we also help them with permits. We create specifically a peace-loving cooperative scheme, Koperasi Cinta Damai Wahid. It's to support women's access to capital and also to provide common space for interactions among members of different religions and ethnicities. We came from this thinking that most people are very provincial. They only hang out with their own groups, with their own peer groups. The churchgoers only hang out with the churchgoers. The people who attend mosque only hang out with the same mosque goers. The Buddhists usually just hang out with their Buddhist friends. Not many spaces are created for interactions, continuous interactions. In schools, yes, we do interact with one another. But after school, we tend to flock with people with the same feathers that we have. So it is imperative that we create a safe space for people, especially women, for them to be able to interact with one another, to nudge them, to have a closer interaction, to have a closer conversation, and to realize that at the end of the day, we just want the same thing. We just want to send our kids to school. We just want to have our family to get better nutrition at home. We just want to go to, places of religious importance. The Muslims might want to go to Mecca. The Catholics will want to go to the Vatican, etc. But we all are driven by the same belief, by the same need of achieving our own happiness. So it is imperative that we create all the space, all the safe spaces for women to get to know each other better. So economic empowerment here serves as an entry point for this deeper intervention. So the next level of training reaches beyond economic topics to educate women around peace building and gender equality. This includes the 9 values of Gus Dur, my father. That's his nickname for our Indonesian friends here. They're quite familiar with that. Some of the values is understanding and analyzing. Some of the methods also involves understanding and analyzing conflict and peace, and also specifying the role of women as peace agents. Once the women's groups are established and training commences, the next phase focuses on supporting the women to develop community initiatives to foster peace and become active participants and leaders in local decision-making and government mechanisms. This includes the women collaborating with local government officials and community representatives to form a working group or pokja. There are so many wonderful stories that came out of this pokja. A story of empowerment for women. There's one Maduri's woman who, when we started the program, made quite a shocking statement. She said, I didn't realize that women have rights. But now the same woman, Ibu Hasbiah, is actually thinking about running Ibu Dewi as a village head. So she wants to run to become Ibu Kepala Desa. So there is a big transformational change, a paradigm shift that happens simply when we facilitate women, when we knock on their door and try to create awareness about their rights as a human being that have rights equal as men. In some villages now, we also incorporate climate change issues into a community level action. We know that climate crisis affects all of us, but we rarely bring this issue into understandable language for grassroots communities. But they are the most affected people. And again, women become a mobilizing actor in raising communities' awareness about, especially about sustainable environment. Welcome, Pak Arsyad Rashid, my good friend. So in these Peace Village initiatives, we introduced the concept of green love. This is where a newly married couple or couple who wants to get married, they are encouraged to plant a tree as a symbol of the commitment for a lasting love, as well as in their efforts to sustain the environment. We see that by providing the right tools for women in the grassroots, remarkable changes happen. I understand that today we are facing a lot of global scale challenges: climate change, energy crisis, economic inequality, violent extremism, identity politics, and many other social crises. Although we cannot tackle all of these challenges at once, I believe we can overcome them by strengthening our resilience. And one strategic way is by empowering women and youth, until the rest will get inspired to act. So this is the initiative that we do. All of us here, we are women of privilege. We are people of privilege. We have the tools to empower our societies better. And the way to do that is by making sure that no one is left behind, and especially no woman is left behind. Let us galvanize our supports, let us galvanize our power, especially all of the privileged women here, to help one another, and especially women at the grassroots level. And with that, I know that we can achieve much, much better success in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Yenny Wahid. Strongly agree. Let's create space, a safe space for women to thrive and also to contribute to build the nation.